so back right now.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. We got the mics.
We got a producer.
Shout out Austin.
If that's what title you want. But anyway, yeah, we're a little bit more legit now.
Yeah, but we're not getting rid of the spoons.
No. This is who we are.
Yeah. We don't want to forget like where we came from.
Our roots.
Yeah.
So
Maddy had a baby since last we talked, which is so crazy.
Yeah, so it's been
literally like
half
7
a
months.
year.
You know what's so crazy? I actually was looking at my camera roll and it was last March that we decided
lying.
to
that
make
we
a podcast.
started.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Like that was almost a year ago. And we have 3 episodes. But on to the 4th.
On to the 4th, and we've committed this year.
I mean,
we're gonna be dropping an episode once a month.
Yes, and
that's what we're committing to.
Yes, we're planning on last Friday of every month.
Expect an episode.
Expect an episode from your sisters.
Yes, we're so excited. But anyway, it has been 7 months. Wait, backtrack one more time.
Backtrack.
Last March.
Yeah.
Our first episode is when I told Natalie that I was pregnant, and it was so exciting.
It is. I can't believe that.
That's so nuts. And now here we are,
and
almost a year later, and I have a 3-month-old.
Yeah.
And she's perfect.
She's literally perfect. She is the most beautiful baby I've ever seen. I'm a witness to that.
Yes, she is.
So that's so crazy. A year ago, you told me you were pregnant, our first episode, and then like here we are a year later, and you literally have a baby in the house.
And a new house.
And we're in a new house.
A lot's changed.
Yeah.
But yeah, all good things. If her name's Lucy Ray, and if she was awake right now, I'd probably just show her to you guys. But alas, maybe
She'll be
later.
our first guest.
Yeah. We'll show you guys when she sits up for the first time or something.
Maybe
like
when
that.
she walks for the first time. We'll document
First
all
steps.
of the Hey Sis
First
podcast.
steps on the podcast.
First words on the podcast. We'll get her husband. Oh my gosh.
Little baby spoon.
What if she's watching this like in the future?
Hi, Luz.
Hi,
We
Luz.
love you.
You're beautiful.
Anyway.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So that's the biggest update for you.
Yeah. Where are you at?
I would assume.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the craziest thing that's ever happened in my entire life. That's the biggest update I've ever had.
Yeah. No baby for me. Still no kids. But I do have 60 kids that I work with every single week at my job. So it feels like I'm a mother.
Oh my word.
Yeah. Also, that just reminded me, my tongue is red because I am a child and I did have a Jolly Rancher right before this. So if you see that, is it?
Yeah, it is.
So when I first got here, I was like, your tongue is so red. Oh my gosh. I'm like, shoot.
Oh my gosh. And when she first got here too, she like sounded like she lost her voice.
Yeah,
I was like, Natalie, do you know what we're doing today? But we're good.
Yeah,
but we're good. We're on track.
We're good. The tongue is looking a little bit better. The voice is sounding a little bit better. Yeah, it's good. We're good. So today we are doing an advice episode. So we asked you guys to write in anything that you were needing advice on or wanting advice on. And we are going to answer that today.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you guys for submitting questions.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
When we put it out there, we were a little bit nervous that we wouldn't get any questions.
Well, yeah, because we was going to ask like these girls.
We're not qualified to answer any of these. So this is our disclaimer. If you follow our advice and it ruins your lives, that's not on us.
That's because we gave you the disclaimer.
We're telling you right now.
And in the fine print, when we put out the form, there's like a little fine print that says like, we are not responsible for any consequences of the
if you
actions
missed it,
that you take.
That's not
from our advice.
either. So
yeah.
So with that, usually when we start these episodes, we'll like answer the little prompts that we send out to you guys.
Yeah. But we're just gonna dive right in.
Because
I have no advice to give myself or you, so let's go.
Okay, perfect. Do you want to read the first one?
I would love to read the first one.
Okay, I'm actually gonna just...
I am too excited to give my advice, to give my 2 cents. Like I'm buzzing.
And we've never read these, so
yeah, we haven't read these yet. This is new to us.
Off
this
the
is
cuff
fresh.
advice.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
That's also part of the disclaimer because we didn't have time to think about these or do any research.
No.
Here you go.
Okay. OMG, hi. So basically, here's the tea. I was asked out this week by a longtime friend. Let's call him Alex.
Okay.
Alex and I have been friends for a long time, and there's always been something there. Oh, I love that. I love that. I love a friends to lovers. However,
Oh no.
However, Alex is extremely hot and cold, often pushing me away when we would get close. In one specific instance, we were calling all the time, and then he essentially ghosted me.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Rude and hurtful. Since then, we've stayed friends, but not super close. We occasionally catch up over text, just like we did this last week. Oh, because you were asked out. I forgot how we started this.
Yeah, so did I. Okay.
She was asked out by, wow, okay.
This is tea. Okay.
We occasionally catch up over text, just like we did this last week. We were texting every day, but I didn't think anything of it until he asked me out. I don't know how to feel. Do I go out with him and give him a chance? I would be lying if I said I haven't had feelings for him before. I think I'm scared because I'm worried I'll go on this date, love it, and then he'll push me away again.
Yeah.
So do I take that risk? I sound so dramatic. LOL. Love y'all.
Love you. Okay, so let's recap.
I could yap about this forever, really.
But give me bullet points really quick to make sure that I was following.
Yeah.
So,
Alex,
longtime friend.
Am I giving the bullet points or you?
Take it away.
Alex, longtime friend.
Yeah.
They've been friends, and she's had, I think, there's always been something there. Yeah, so like maybe a little crush, and sparks are flying a little bit. But he's so hot and cold, and when they get super close, and something might happen, like something's around the corner,
then he backs away. So he didn't back away. So it's
always been hot and cold
after asking on the date.
However, yes, he hasn't done anything yet, but he did ask her out on the date. But she's afraid that she's going to invest. She's going to get excited. She's going to get her hopes up. She's going to go out with him. Mm-hmm. And then he's just going to be cold again.
Fair enough.
I know a lot of hot and cold men. And that is the most annoying thing ever. And I don't know because, sorry. Are you following?
I'm following.
Okay.
Yeah. I
think, it's like he never got to that point though of asking you out before. Mm-hmm. So like this is new. Mm-hmm. This is uncharted territory. Like maybe this is like worth the risk because it has never gotten to this point of him asking you out.
Yeah. This is how I picture it going in his head. He's hot and cold before because you guys were just friends, longtime friends, and he was scared to cross the line.
Yeah.
And so he'd be like, oh no, like I'm scared, this is awkward, I don't know what to do, back away.
Yes.
But he made the calculated decision.
Yes, like this was
intentional. To cross the line.
Yeah.
And
that's true.
Calculated sounds wrong.
Yeah, not calculated, intentional.
A better word. And he did it. He actually went past the line and asked you out. So my thoughts, I mean, Alex might get hot and cold again.
But this, like, they were calling all the time and then he essentially ghosted her. Like, that's kind of crazy behavior. I mean, it's not so crazy because that happens everywhere all the time. Someone's getting ghosted right now, every 1 second. But I don't know. So we're like, we don't know. Next one.
So good luck with that.
No,
so the question is, do I take the risk?
Okay, here. Do you have any thoughts?
Okay. Off like my initial gut reaction is take the risk.
Yeah.
That's what I feel.
Yeah.
Because I also love a friends to lovers story. I get that he's being weird, and I get that that's
he's been
scary.
Weird in the past.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is like he has a history of like being super, super present, super into it, and then going away randomly, and that is scary.
Yeah.
But I think that this feels like a sign that he's ready to make the move. He's made
the first move, yeah.
And so he's ready to like actually do something about it instead of like teasing the idea.
Yeah.
And then also I think that the relationship was also kind of like, it feels like it was kind of awkward where it's like there's feelings there and it was like super exciting sometimes and super stressful sometimes. And so this is like your final push to see.
Yes.
Instead of just like wondering.
Yes.
Wondering.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
That's how I feel too. I was going to say the same thing of like, I feel like take the risk because it's right there. If you say no, you're always going to be like wondering, what if you did go on that date?
Yeah.
I think, yes, you should still like kind of keep your guard up though. Like go out, but know how he's been in the past. Keep that in mind and just gather information. Go out with him, gather the information, see if he's changed or see if you're seeing the same behaviors and patterns. And then, you know, as you continue to talk to him and maybe go out again, like to keep going out, then I think you'll be able to, it'll just be like natural as far as if you feel comfortable to let your guard down and like let him in a little bit more. I would say like keep your reservations because like, I don't know. But
yeah,
take the risk.
And pushing it a little farther, if he does get cold again, I say that you are in a good, like, reasonable position to call him out on it a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
Be like, what's going on? Why do you keep giving me a little bit and then taking it away?
Well, especially because he's asked her out now. Because, like, before it's kind of like, it hasn't been talked about, so it'd be kind of like
you would look kind of like, you're reading into this too much.
Yeah.
But now he's actually done something.
Yes, where I feel like it's like
exactly
makes sense to call him out.
Also, you said you're being dramatic, or you sound dramatic.
No,
not at all.
No.
You are what we like to call aware. You're self-aware and you're aware of his.
You are not delusional. You are aware. You are alert and aware, and we respect that.
Take note.
And you're not dramatic.
Exactly. Affirmations for tomorrow's mirror.
Yeah, so take the risk. I think always take the risk, but just like be aware.
If anything,
and you are.
And you are. We've already
we just established that.
If anything, do it for the plot.
I agree with that too. I agree with that
for the
too.
plot.
Do it for the plot.
If it crashes and burns, which would be sad. Alex is a lifelong friend that you've had feelings for.
That's true.
Take the time to mourn it, but not saying that's gonna happen, but if it does, take the time to mourn it, but then it's a good juicy story to share with your friends every once in a while.
Yeah.
Every once in a while. Repeat the story.
Yeah, just bring it up. That's what I do.
Remember what they said.
Just bring it up. Just keep bringing it up. A story to live on. No, it's true. And do it for yourself and for you to reminisce.
Exactly. And it's good for the plot too if it does work out. It's just a fun story either way.
It's good for the plot like if it is friends to lovers. And it's good for the plot if it's not and it leads you to your next boyfriend.
Yeah, and then you can tell your next boyfriend, oh, this guy was so... No, just don't talk about Alex to your next boyfriend.
No, Alex will be long gone. Unless he stays.
I hope you're following.
Good things. We're manifesting good things. But we say take the risk, and that's that.
Take the risk, walk away.
No, walk into it. Don't walk away. Take the risk and jump in. Take the risk and run away.
Jump in head first. Okay, love you. First. Thank you.
Jump in feet first.
So wait, what's the phrase? Feet first?
No, I think head first. Dive in.
Dip a toe in. Wade into the water.
Well, that's what you should do. Wade in. Wade into the water.
Don't you think she's been wading?
No, but
both ways.
But we just said, or I guess I said, keep your guard up still. To like wade into it. That's a great yes. I want you to visualize that. You're wading into his water. Okay, next one.
I'll read it.
Okay.
Would you still be friends with someone if it was one-sided? Oh, if it was... Maybe you should read all.
No, keep going.
Would you still be friends with someone if it was a one-sided friendship? I always reached out and it was never reciprocated.
Cut him off.
Oh, I feel so passionately about this topic. Cut it off?
Yes. cut it off?
Elaborate.
Oh, sure. I just don't think that's not benefiting you or them, because clearly they don't care whether you're there or not. Well, maybe they do, but like, it's just, you give and you take, and you can't just give. Okay.
Yeah. You need to take a turn receiving. Like, I realized this last year, it was like a real turning point for me. Like, being pregnant, I feel like friendships change a little bit, and like what you give and receive in friendships change, and all these things. And so I just realized so strongly, like, it's not worth putting in energy if you're not getting it in return. And so I don't think you should, like, no offense, I don't think you should cut the friend off.
Okay, yeah.
I think
you're gonna like talk about me, like,
no offense,
like that. I was like giving one-sided energy.
No, I don't think you should cut the friend off, but pull back your energy and let them like come to you. Wade out. Don't
fade out. Wade in and fade out.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it, because like, I think friendships are valuable and special, and it doesn't matter how often you see them, whatever, but it does matter if you're the only one putting in work for the friendship. So I would say stop putting in work and see what what
happens. Yeah. No, I agree with that.
And if the friendship fades out,
then it fades out. Yeah, let it. I agree with that. I was a little too harsh at the beginning, but it really doesn't like benefit you if you're giving, especially if it's been.
Yeah, it sounds like it was a
been
pattern.
One-sided. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So to answer your question, I would still be friends with them, but I wouldn't be putting in so much work.
And then if, again, like what you said, if it fades, it fades. And surround yourself with people who will give back to you.
Yeah. Surround yourself with people who, when you're pregnant, if your girl and can get pregnant.
If you're what?
Imagine it's a boy. And I'm like,
if you're a girl and can get pregnant.
Anyways, imagine you're pregnant. If the friends wouldn't reach out and check on you, not worth your energy.
Yeah, think about that. Think about being pregnant. If you're a girl
and can't get pregnant.
Think about that. Who's going to be there for you? Who's going to be dropping off the goodies when you're pregnant? Okay, I have a good question for you, Maddie. Advice on babies.
Oh my gosh. You don't want to chime in?
Just no. Actually, yes. Yes, okay, I will
take it away.
Well, I've hung out with Lucy a few times.
Yeah,
and she's a beautiful baby. I love her so much. And I've learned that they love books.
It's true.
They love books. They love being read to, and they love peekaboo, and they're really special. Okay.
It's so true. So true.
Okay.
I echo what Natalie said. And I would also like to add on to what Natalie said. I feel like I could say so much.
Yeah, it's kind of...
But also I feel it's like inappropriate to say so much because I've only had a baby for 3 months. Like, I'm not a pro.
But you could give advice on those 3 months.
But on the things that I have learned and have worked for me and what helps me. Let's see. What are my biggest takeaways? My biggest takeaways, first and foremost, is it's so cheesy and everybody says it, but the time goes by so fast. And like, you need to appreciate the moment that you're in. You're gonna not have a lot of sleep. You're gonna my baby, oh my gosh, don't tap the microphone. My baby needed to be carried all the time. And that got so hard because I felt like I didn't have any time to do things around the house, do things for myself. I cried about it all the time. But then now she's napping in her crib by herself, and me and Davis were like, it's kind of sad that we don't hold her for naps anymore. The time goes, and you don't want to spend it wishing it away.
Yeah.
And so I would say appreciate the moments because they're not going to last forever. The hard times will not last, but either will the good times. Well, there's always going to be good times, but they're going to like evolve.
Yeah.
And so anyway,
you're always going to be missing what you had.
Yeah, so like, don't spend your time wishing for something different or missing what you had. Appreciate where you're at in the moment. And that's like just advice in life, honestly.
Yeah, that is.
But with babies, it's like those months go by so fast. Those days, weeks, they change so fast.
I've only seen her a handful of times, but every time I see her, she's grown so much. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I know.
I was just here and like
crazy.
Yeah. She's looking like a full human.
Yeah.
A full adult.
She's so big now. But for like more what would the word be? Tangible advice? I don't know. There's seriously such thing as sleep schedules, and I am a slave to the sleep schedule, and Lucy's like amazing. Not to brag or anything. I'm sure it has nothing to do with me. Honestly, I think she's just innately a perfect person. But if I were to toot my own horn a little bit, I did so much research about how to get babies on a good schedule and what those schedules are and whatever. Anyway, for newborns, for like 0 to 3 months, this is the schedule. Yeah. Okay. They're gonna be their wake windows during the day. So that's like 7 to 7, depending on your baby. Mm-hmm. Their wake windows are gonna be like anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half. And then they sleep. Yeah, this is crazy to me. I did not know this before Luce came along. Yeah, I didn't either. and then there's sleep for around an hour, if you're lucky. And then they want to eat, and then it all repeats. And if you stick to that, and like during their wake window, you're keeping them engaged and you're showing them high contrast picture books and you're talking to them and singing and whatever, just getting them engaged, then they're going to sleep so much better at night. And they're going to be such happy babies. And obviously it's not perfect science. Yeah. But it's what worked for us, being kind of rigid to it. And now that she's a little bit older, it's more flexible and it's changing. And we just follow her sleepy cues, her hunger cues, whatever. Yeah. But I would have been so lost without knowing those things. So anyway. Yeah, I'm so excited for when I have a baby and then Maddie's just going to tell me everything. Yeah, I'm just going to give you all the unsolicited advice. No, it will be solicited. I'll just give you whatever you want. But that's great. Those two things are my biggest takeaways so far is appreciate the moment and then realize that babies love structure and routine and their bodies are on a cycle. And so just follow the cycle. Know the cycle, follow the cycle. Yeah. And we have little phrases for each. For each answer. Wait in, fade out. What did you just say? Follow the cycle. Follow the cycle. Know the cycle. Follow the cycle. Okay, what's next? Your turn. How to get over an ex ? What would you say? It's hard. Oh gosh, this is taking me back to dark times. But how to get over an ex? I mean, time. It'll take time. You hear it so often, but it really is time. And I feel like it's you're gonna go through it. You're gonna be sad. But try to surround yourself with as much positivity and happiness that you can, things that make you happy and people that make you happy, and kind of crowd out those times of being alone and being sad and thinking about them. But those times will still be there, but distractions help. Distractions and time. And I learned this from you. Oh, good. And I think this is just good advice for every hard thing that you're going through. But it's all waves. Yes. The feelings come, they build, and then they crash, and then they go away. And the waves come back, but they fade out. Yeah. Why don't I have a wider vocabulary?
Like, wade, the waves will wade and then they will fade. No, but that's so true. And that's actually, yes. Thank you for bringing that up, because that is something that like really helped me, just that visualization of like, you are in the water and it's just going to be easier if you're just going to like let yourself, if you're trying to fight the waves, you're just going to have a harder time. If you're like, I don't want to get wet, I don't want to get under the wave, like you're just going to be struggling even more. But just let that wave come and crash over you and just kind of like surrender to it, and it'll pass. And because like you will be in those moments of waves and like feeling very deeply and overwhelmed, but it will pass. And just knowing that like waves crash and like you will have like moments of like peace. And yeah, I think that just that visualization was very helpful for me.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on dating to get over an ex? Like dating other people to get over an ex? Yeah.
No. I feel like you could still have those distractions, but not to like jump into anything so quickly to get over an ex.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, it does. What I've noticed, like in the past when I had done that, it just made me think about the ex more.
Exactly. I was just going to say, I felt way more sad going on dates, like after a breakup than like.
When you're like actively comparing them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, and like you totally can, and maybe that is a good distraction. Try to find a different crush, because when you get a new crush, true. Like life is worth living again.
But don't force it.
But don't force it. Yeah, no. But like if that does happen, that's great. But yeah.
Yeah. That's my thoughts.
Just let the waves come and let them go, and that's the phrase for that one.
Let them come and let them go.
Let the waves come and go. Let them flow. No, but it is hard. I mean, do you have any advice?
I mean,
to get over an ex?
Not more than what we've said, I don't think. Like, I think that that's all you can do is give it time.
And just, like, let yourself
and try not to think about it. But when those feelings do come, like, don't like wallow in it. But
like, let yourself for a little bit. I do think to wallow in it a little bit. Yeah. I mean, like, I literally tell myself that, like, wallow. That is the word. Yeah. From the Gilmore Girls episode, if you know. Because Rory doesn't want to wallow. And her mom's like, no, you got to wallow in it for a little bit. Because she's trying to move on to the next thing.
Oh, okay.
But you have to, I mean, not forever, but just.
No, I get that.
The next day, like, stay in bed,
like,
feel it.
Like, validate yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, let yourself feel it.
Yeah. So, and you will get over your ex. Like, it will happen because there is someone better out there for you. And so just hold on to that. Okay. Is it me?
Your turn.
Every time. Oh gosh. Okay. Every time I have a spicy makeout session with a dude, I end up feeling kind of bad because I can tell the guys like me more than I like them.
Yes.
And I'm not super attracted to them. And they're all under 6 foot, which is trouble. As of right now, my only idea is to only kiss guys above 6 foot from now on and see if it helps. But the moral of the story is, why is making out with guys not feel super fun afterwards? Okay, we got two things going on. We got the height problem. And maybe that's like a personal thing. A personal thing for you to figure out. But making out with guys, why is that not super fun afterwards?
There's so many layers.
Yeah, there's so many layers to that.
So where do you want to start?
Well, I just think that, it gets to a point where it's not fun if there's not, like, if you don't have that emotional connection. I feel like, no, I get that. But it is layers. Like, I could be feeling bad for a different reason than you're feeling bad.
Yeah, there's so many reasons that you could be feeling bad. What could they all be?
Let's name all the layers.
But that makes it hard to answer like your question of why does it feel bad after making it.
Like maybe it's just because they're all under 6 foot. Maybe that's the trouble.
Maybe you're getting the ick. Maybe you need to be super attracted to the person.
And that's why you feel so bad, is because you're getting icked out.
So I love the goal of smooching boys that are over 6 foot.
You know what?
If that's your preference.
You know what? And let's hop on the train of kissing boys that we are attracted to, that we are super attracted to. We're not kissing the frogs. We're not kissing the scum. We're kissing boys that we're attracted to. If you're not super attracted to them, don't make out with them.
Not worth it.
You don't have to. And, just if they make the move, shut them down.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Shut it down.
That's my answer.
No, I love that.
Let's start kissing boys we're attracted to.
Yeah. Step 1, kiss boys you're attracted to. Other reasons that you could be feeling bad. I think that solves both of those problems, though, about the height thing and the not being feeling super good. Yeah. There's like other reasons people could feel bad after a makeout session, and it's like,
and that is more like if you're not feeling
standards.
Yeah, standards, or like you're not feeling that emotional connection, or it's just like
where it feels like
that guy.
Yeah, it feels like you're doing it just like as an activity.
Yeah.
While hanging out with the person.
Yeah, and you feel like you didn't really even get to know the person.
Play that game instead. What is that game that people play on dates where it's like, we're not strangers or something?
We're not really strangers, yeah.
We're not really strangers. Get to know them first.
Yeah, and then kiss. if you're into it. And maybe that will increase your attraction to them.
Yes, exactly.
After answering those questions.
And maybe 6 foot doesn't matter after that.
And maybe it just doesn't. So we'll try that. Play the game, let us know.
Yeah, give us some follow-up.
Yeah.
It's better now.
Okay, next one.
How is marriage post-baby? Oh my word. Okay. Good. Next question.
Like, oh my gosh. Good.
No, okay, I said I was exasperated at first because that was like one of my things postpartum that I would have breakdowns about.
Yeah.
Because it was like with any big change in your life, you're like mourning a loss of something else, right? And so for the first couple weeks of having Lucy, I was heartbroken over not being a family of 2 anymore. And that's not to say that I wasn't feeling so grateful that we were now a family of 3. It was just things were so different. Like all of our conversations the first couple weeks revolved around the baby. And we had this schedule where we would sleep in separate rooms so that one person could get at least half a night of sleep while the other person was with the baby, and then we'd switch, and so the other person could get the last half of the night to sleep. Yeah. Which was perfect for us to feel energized for the next day and stuff, but it wasn't perfect for us to feel connected to each other. And so it was I honestly don't know how Davis felt about that, but I had a hard time because I missed my husband. Yeah. But now we're a couple months, 3 months into it, and I feel like we're in this groove with Lucy where now when it's me and Davis, we're having conversations about other things. We can talk about our days, or we could talk about work or politics. Yes. Davis talks about politics and I listen. But anyway, what I'm saying is that at first it was really hard on our marriage. No, it wasn't. That's a dramatic
not hard on your marriage, but it's an adjustment.
It was it was just
change. It's an adjustment. It's something you've never experienced before together either. It's new.
But on the other side of that coin, I feel like having a baby strengthened our relationship so much because now, even more than we had to have been before, we're a unit.
Yes. You're working together. You're a team.
Yeah. We need to be in sync with each other. We need to instead of verbalizing what we need to anticipate the other person's need more than we used to have to. Yeah. because there's just less time.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And so if we want to show up for each other, we have to like be actively engaged in like anticipating the person's needs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I feel like it's been a hard adjustment, but it's also been like such a blessing for our marriage. And it's also like so beautiful that you have a person that's like yours, like you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like
yes.
that's like the most unifying thing that I can even imagine.
Yes.
Like did I tell you about this? I haven't told you guys about this, obviously. But I saw this quote where it's like, because women are born with all their eggs, right? And so there's this quote where it's like, I've had my baby with me my whole life. I just needed love to get her here.
Oh,
how beautiful is that?
That is
really like literally
cute.
that could make me cry if I think about it too hard.
Yeah, that's really cute.
I just think that having Lucy like also is the most like beautiful thing for our marriage, even though it added
bonding.
Yeah, bonding.
Yeah.
Even though it added like stress in our lives and
yeah.
time apart from each other and those things. But ultimately, it's like
yes.
the best thing that's ever happened.
Yes. You know? Yeah. Yeah. I
and now
love
we're like
that.
a cute little family that reads stories before bed together.
So
and
cute. Oh.
And we have like family dinners at the counter where she's like laying on a blanket on the counter and we like do family prayer where we all hold hands.
Oh.
Like it's just cute. Like
that's so
cute. And I think having a baby like really amped up the things that the traditions we want in our family.
Yes.
Like it makes you more passionate, more like willing to do those things. Yes.
And like, okay, like family home evening or like saying a prayer, like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like bedtime routine.
Yes,
you know?
everything. So
that's really precious.
So marriage post baby, rocky at first, but really strong now.
Yeah, and I think that will make people be like, I think so many people can relate to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, I'm sure it's a universal feeling of like the missing your husband.
Yes, because any change is hard.
Yeah.
Okay. My friend, in quotes, this is interesting already. My friend is into my cousin and she hasn't even talked to me in months because of it. She never asked about my marriage, my pregnancy, postpartum, or my baby.
Goes back to what we were talking about before.
Mm-hmm. Emphasis on the never. Should I just cut my losses and not be friends or try to stay friends? Okay, so she's into your cousin, but is she like talking to your cousin? Is she talking to you?
She just has a little crush.
Is she talking to you? Is she trying to like get close to him through you? You get what I'm saying? Like, she...
It's weird because the way that this is, like the way I'm understanding this is that the friend is avoiding you because she's into your cousin.
Okay, yes. Yeah. Because she hasn't talked to me in months because of it.
That's
of
so
her being
odd.
into the cousin.
Why would that make you not want to...
I'm curious.
I feel like I would talk to the person more.
I know, exactly. Try to get in with the family.
Yeah.
Well, not just that.
If she does start putting more energy into the relationship, I doubt that's the reason.
I doubt that's the reason. It's not to use you. But like, that is...
But like, why wouldn't she be?
Yes, why wouldn't she? Even more so, like if you guys are already friends. Also, I'm curious about what the relationship is with her and the cousin, like the friend and the cousin. Like, are they talking? Are they dating? Is he into her? Like, does he know she's into him? That sort of stuff. Because I feel like that like plays a part.
Yeah.
In it, but she never asked about her marriage, pregnancy, postpartum, baby, never. Again, it goes back to like, literally what you said, what we were talking about. You just start fading out, and if you're still not getting anything, fade out.
If you're given the slack and they never pick it up,
and then maybe she'll be at the family reunions because if she marries your cousin.
But then
you know what? We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
But again,
I still feel strongly that you don't need to ever break up with your friends unless like something like super toxic happened or I don't know,
like you don't have to like talk
like have a conversation where it's like I don't think we should out. Don't just stop putting in so much energy. I'm also curious to know how you know
that she's into the cousin.
That it's the crush on the cousin that's causing this. I don't know.
Yeah.
If she was like a really good friend, you would think that she would reach out about your pregnancy.
Yes.
And having the baby and postpartum, because those are such life.
Well, and that's what we were saying. Who's going to be there when you're pregnant?
If you're a girl and you can get pregnant.
Postpartum, who's going to be there by your side? So just keep that in mind.
But I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
First of all, well, not first of all. This is probably the last thing I'll say about this is that I'm sorry.
Last of all, we are sorry.
That stinks.
No, it does stink, especially if you were good friends.
But don't sweat it.
Don't sweat it, and just
stop trying and see what she does.
Yeah, and there are friends out there who will be asking about your marriage and your baby and wanting to know and being there for you. So
yeah.
Oh
yeah, what the heck? Marriage, pregnancy, postpartum, and baby. Like that's probably a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Probably.
Fade out. Fade way out.
Fade it out.
Okay.
Last one, I believe.
Last one.
Okay.
Do you have advice for my friend that thought about her ex on her wedding day? Yeah,
Get divorced. Divorced. I'm kidding. I can make these jokes because I'm not married, and it's not a big deal. It has no weight to it. But get divorced.
I wonder. I want a more elaborate.
I know. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? She was thinking about her ex on her wedding day. That is.
And what advice can we give except for that's such a no-no?
Well, and. All I can say is good luck. No, I'm sorry. That's rude. I'm being rude. I'm sorry.
No, okay. Delete that.
I give like a very profound answer. Like, delete that. I'm like, okay, so no, but I just think that's too bad for your friend, because like if she is thinking about her ex, that is just too bad for your friend.
Sounds like she shouldn't have been getting married that day.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, this is my advice. In anything in relationships, the actions that you take in relationships, you have to think like if your significant other was doing those things, how would that make you feel? Like imagine if your husband, you found out your husband was like sitting there like minutes before getting married to you and he was thinking about his ex. That would make me throw up.
Divorce. No, that would make me cry, scream, and throw up.
Yeah, exactly.
I just, it's, I have no advice, but it's just really too bad. And no advice for you because like, there's nothing you can do. I don't know if you're asking for advice, like about what you can do.
Advice for my friend.
But, there's nothing you can do either. It's her decision. And, yeah, I mean, hopefully that it was just the wedding day. She was feeling some sort of way. I don't know. And maybe that they'll have a happy marriage and she'll forget all about her ex.
Yeah, I hope that she's forgotten about him now. Maybe it was like this is so finite, like I'll never, I don't know, like if there was like what ifs and then this is like, you can't have what ifs after this day. Maybe, I don't know.
No.
But another piece of advice would be if your friend hasn't told her husband, do you think she should?
No.
Keep it to herself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or else I literally think that's going to cause World
War
III.
No, you're so right. I was going to say, tell your husband.
I think if it's like, it's like you're still thinking about your ex, then maybe, yeah. But if it was like, okay, you thought about it on your wedding day, that's a little sus, it's a little weird.
It was just a thing that came and went.
Okay? It came and went, waited in, faded out, and we're just going to let it. But if it's like she's still thinking about her ex while she's married.
That's a problem.
That's a problem, and not a very good one.
How many problems are good?
Well, if you have like too many guys like asking you out, that might be a good problem.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah.
I don't know what you could do with any of the things we just said, but that's my thought. Those are my thoughts on it.
Yeah, those are just my thoughts. Maybe not advice, but those are my thoughts.
Yeah. And with that,
that is all the advice we have for you guys.
that was so fun.
No, that was so fun. Like,
Let's do that again.
Let's do it again. Let's just do it again. So we're hopefully this goes out Friday. Mm-hmm. This Friday, Friday the 28th, February 28th.
Last Friday of the month, like we said earlier.
Yes, and you can be expecting an episode from us next month. Oh gosh, next month, last Friday.
You can catch us on YouTube and Spotify.
Love that. It's like I'm hearing it for the first time. I'm like, okay, cool.
Awesome.
Love that. And Instagram, of course. Follow us. And yeah.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. We love
you.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned for what the next thing is. I hope we helped someone out there some way, somehow. Remember, wade in, fade out. And that is it. Love you guys. Adios. Done. I forgot to. We should have kept.
Here's our baby.
Oh, she's so cute. She's the cutest.